Good morning, this is Neeraj. I'm supposed to be here to take the class of Sales Management for MBA 4th semester minor. Fine. In last class, we received some concept regarding various sales force, sales personnel, sales people, activities. And all these activities we covered under broad heading of sales objectives. In fact, when we recall our past class, then we can easily understand that we are covering the broad topic of sales management as sales force designing. In sales force designing, we have to cover five broad categories of activities which have to be planned. The first one is sales force objective. Next, sales force strategy. Next, sales force structure. Afterward, sales force size. And at last, sales force compensation. Once we cover these five important group of activities, then we will come at next group of activities under heading of sales force management or sales force executions. Fine. Objective. This important topic we were covering, and we got information in our last class. Likewise, sales force of a company has to perform different type of activities, or they have to achieve different objectives depending on company requirement or nature of the business or nature of the product, or likewise. These activities were organized in the form of prospecting, targeting, communicating, selling, servicing, information gathering, and allocating. Fine. So that was a small recap of the last class. Now we proceed to the next subtopic under objective. We see different companies design and allocate specific objectives to its salespeople. For example, few companies set norms regarding how much time should be allocated by the salespeople to current customers and how much time they should allocate to prospects. As we all know, current customer means they are already customers of the company, and prospects are future customers. So company has to decide and accordingly tells its salespeople that how much time, sales time, they have to devote for existing customers and new customers. These company also decide the time allocation between existing products and new products. For example, one company may decide, okay, 80% of your time has to be given to the existing customer and 20% time to be given to the new customers or prospects. 85% time you should devote to sell existing products and 15% time you should impart to sell new products. This norm is important. Why important? If norm would not be set, then it might be likewise that most of the salespeople would be selling existing products to the existing customers. So what's about new customers and new products? That might be hampered. So for refraining from these situations, company set the norms. Next thing underlie this objective topic is mix of sales force activities, their roles. Mix of sales people roles may vary depending upon situation of economy. Economy state, as we all know, it may vary. Accordingly, company has to change or sales people has to change role mix. Why? Because during the time of product shortage, sales people might not be having to sell anything to the customers. And here few companies might jump at conclusion that they are redundant, they are of no use. But this assumption is wrong, because even at that time many activities are there, those are supposed to be done by salespeople, like allocating the product which are not in scarcity, convincing the customers about their grievances, counseling the customers about their grievance and redressal, about satisfaction, and telling them what is current situation. Okay, currently we are not supplying the products in scarcity, but company is trying hard to overcome the problem, and soon we will supply you your intended products. That gives some sort of solace, some sort of satisfaction to the target customers. And this is very important for providing the desired level of satisfaction. This is important. So even at the time of product scarcity, companies should not think that these sales people are redundant. These are not redundant. Rather, they may be involved in other activities. Those are equally essential. Company has to think about this. Next thing is that now we all know in modern era, companies are progressively moving towards the market orientation. More and more companies are marketing savvy company. They are greatly inclined to the marketing concepts, and accordingly their salespeople are supposed to have marketing inclination. They should be marketing savvy people, not in the strict sense only sales oriented people. Rather, they should have attitude, mentality, conception, philosophy of marketing. That is important, because traditional sales talks about sale and profit generation for the company. Likewise, traditional marketing emphasizes about marketing strategy and profit making. But modern marketing is radically departed from this philosophy. Modern marketing and modern sales much talk about customer satisfaction. They are not only oriented towards sale and profit. Rather, they want to provide, they want to understand the customer requirement in the superior manner. They want to provide those level of satisfaction, and through this process they want to create the money. Accordingly, we also see a sea changes and ocean changes in the field of selling, modern selling. Now, modern salesperson are not only supposed to sell only, rather they are supposed to gather the market intelligence. Here intelligence means information. They are supposed to get information about their customers, about prospects, about their dealers, about retailers, other distribution channels, about customer image of their products and services, or about competitors. Virtually any information which is valuable for the company is needed to be gathered by the salesperson. These people gather the required information, they supply those information to the company, and they also analyze these information as well as sales data, analysis of sales data, and accordingly they get at some valuable conclusion. And they are also supposed to make a strategy accordingly. They should be eligible to analyze market potential of the given product, of the company's product. They should be great data analyst, in fact. That is the requirement of modern selling. Not only sell, rather analyze the information, analyze the data, and draft the strategy, craft the suitable plan to tap the opportunity. So we see the customer satisfaction has become very important mantra of success in the market, which is primarily supposed to be created by salespeople. Here I would like to discuss very interesting example by Tiffany. Tiffany is, let me write down, it is a retailer, deals with expensive jewelry items. This company knows that customers, those are entering the retail outlet, their retail outlet, are actually not only buyer in the strict sense, rather they are investor. They are investing their money. Like it is long-term relationship. These customers are not seeking only the product, rather they are fetching the experience, excitement, prestige. So part of purchase is also prestige or experience, and Tiffany knows this. So this company trains its sales force, retail sales force, treat customers not as the strict salespeople but as the counselor, as the consultant. These salespeople are supposed to deal with the customers in a very friendly manner. They consult their customers. They tell what is the propositions, what is the structure of the cut stone, what is fitting style, and in a given price range, what kind of best offer might be given, might be purchased by the customers. Even if customer purchases less expensive items, these salespeople know well that this is just an initiation, because a satisfied customer is a potential repeat customers. So their objective, salespeople objective, not only sell the product but also sell the satisfaction. And this happens. So I think we have already covered objective in the satisfactory manner. Now we move to the strategy. We all know if objective is what to achieve, then strategy talks about how to achieve. A strategy is the way. It is a game plan, action plan to accomplish the stated objectives or goals. All the companies compete with other companies to sell their products to the customers. So it is very important for a company to know to whom to sell, what to sell, when to sell, and likewise many W comes, and these companies should be able to deploy their sales force strategically to accomplish these Ws in the efficient and effective manner. This is important. In current era, all the sales people, a sales personnel is assumed as the account manager. Account is the customer, and these sales people are assumed as the account manager. They are supposed to establish fruitful contact between selling and buying organizations. They create the contact, they establish the contact, and they also establish the relationship between people of selling and buying organizations. And in this activity, not only these sales people are involved, but the whole gamut of organizational marketing and sales people, starting from the top management, goes to the operational management, are involved. At least 4 type of peoples in the organizations are required. First, top management, or say all the people, important people, particularly belonging to the CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, or likewise, they are involved to crack, to meet, to satisfy the top-notch customers, national accounts. And afterward, the next level of personnel of the organization, like technical people, they are involved to provide the technical information about the product before purchasing, during purchasing, and post-purchasing to the customers. Third type of people, like service personnel. These people are involved various types of services, like product installation, like maintenance, and so on. And fourth category of people, like office people. These people might be comprising as the data analyst, sales data analyst, as say order expediters, as secretaries, and so on. And as the last paragraph, just I would like to cover in 40 seconds that these all things happen by 2 categories of, say, employees. First category of employee is the company owned employees, and the another category is contractual employees. Company owned employees, that is direct sales force of the company, might be comprising full-time sales force and part-time sales force. But these 2 type of peoples are supposed to be exclusively employed by the company. Now, these peoples again might be having 2 type of people. First type, say within the company people and outside the company people. Within the company people, likewise, the sales people, those are supposed to remain behind the counter within the company, and they have to receive the sales order through fax, through mail, and they entertain the walking customers over here. And next type of visiting people, those outsiders, they visit the customer sites and they crack the sales. Thank you very much. This is end of my class about both objective and strategy. In next class we will cover a structure. Thank you.